Have you ever noticed how fast people will trade their soul for a few likes? How they confuse scrolling with living? How they'll sit in a job they hate for 40 years just to afford a coffin that fits the lie they never question? Most people cling to comfort like it's identity. They loop through the same routines, same excuses, same faces, calling it stability, when it's really just slow-motion self-destruction. They post about change but repeat the same week 52 times a year and call it a life. Sigma males are different. He doesn't adapt. He erases. He doesn't rebrand. He reinvents. He doesn't ask the world for permission to become someone new. He becomes it before the world can even react. Sigma males are not bound by roots, family scripts, societal timelines, or the comfort of nostalgia. They burn every manual life hands them career paths, relationship rules, masculine expectations, and write their own in blood through scars and silence. This isn't about evolution for applause. This is survival. This is detachment so powerful it feels like disappearance. This is why you won't recognize him when he returns, because he didn't come back upgraded. He came back reborn. Here are 10 brutal, deeply honest reasons Sigma males burn the manual every time they evolve, and why you'll never catch them playing the same role twice. 1. Their history is a weapon, not a home. Sigma males don't decorate their past. They dissect it. They sharpen it into a tool, a weapon of clarity. While most people wear their history like a badge, the Sigma male uses his like a blade. He doesn't dwell. He studies. Every failure, every betrayal, every misstep, it all becomes fuel. Not for stories, for strategy. When you ask him about the past, he won't glamorize it. He won't reminisce. He'll tell you what he learned, how he changed, and why he'll never go back. And once he's done studying it, he buries it. Because the past isn't a place he visits, it's a battlefield he already conquered. 2. They outgrow faster than the world can catch up. You'll never get the memo. You'll just look up and he's gone. That's how fast the Sigma male evolves. One week he's there, laughing, showing up, giving you the same version you're used to. The next he's silent, distant, missing. He didn't ghost you. He graduated. Sigma males move fast because they're wired to optimize. If he senses stagnation emotionally, intellectually, spiritually, he doesn't wait for permission to level up. He just moves. And the world hates that, because the world wants men who are predictable. Sigma males are wildcards. Their growth isn't public. It's volcanic, internal, unseen, but capable of reshaping everything. 3. They don't adapt to environments, they abandon them. You won't catch a Sigma male begging for room in a system designed to suffocate him. He doesn't shrink to fit, he walks. That job that pays the bills but kills your soul, he leaves it. That relationship that feels like routine instead of fire, he walks. That town, that friend group, that entire ecosystem of fake support and plastic smiles, gone. He doesn't adapt to broken systems. He escapes them. While everyone else compromises to survive, the Sigma male obliterates the status quo by refusing to participate. He doesn't play by the rules. He burns the playbook and leaves you wondering what game he's even playing. 4. Evolution requires erasure, not updates. You don't level up by tweaking. You level up by destroying. Sigma males don't slowly improve, they completely vanish from their old blueprint. People say, I'm working on myself. A Sigma male doesn't work on the self. He erases the self and rebuilds from the ashes. This is why he doesn't reintroduce himself. He doesn't make a show of his comeback. There is no comeback. There is only emergence from the void, sharper, stronger, more focused. Evolution isn't about adding features. It's about deleting everything soft, dead, and outdated. And a Sigma does this ruthlessly. 5. Loyalty to identity is a cage in disguise. The most dangerous prison has no bars. It has a name tag. People fall in love with who they think they are. I'm this kind of guy. I've always done it this way. That's just not me. Not the Sigma. He knows identity is fluid. He knows it must be, or it becomes a tomb. He refuses to be loyal to a version of himself just because the world liked it. He doesn't care if shedding that identity makes him hard to recognize. In fact, he counts on it. Because freedom doesn't come from staying true to who you were. It comes from betraying that version the moment it no longer serves who you're becoming. 6. They refuse to be defined by familiarity. People get addicted to what's familiar, to the way someone laughs, to the old jokes, to the routine. They crave the predictable. Sigma males are poisoned to predictability. They change rhythms, disrupt patterns, break cycles. And when the world starts to expect them to show up the same way, they vanish, rebuild, and come back unrecognizable. You won't define them by what you remember, because memory is irrelevant to men who live like movement. 7. Nostalgia is the enemy of becoming. People treat nostalgia like a comfort blanket, but for Sigma males, it's a noose. Every old song, every familiar street, every memory soaked in what used to be, it's all designed to slow you down, to pull you backward. Nostalgia is romanticized regret. It's you mourning your chains. Sigma males don't mourn, they bury. Because the second you start looking back with longing, you start stepping back with hesitation. He knows the past didn't fail him, it forged him. But it has no seat in his future. The friendships that expired, the lovers who faded, the cities he walked away from, they aren't home, they were training grounds. He doesn't crave reconnection. He doesn't run back when things get hard, because he knows nostalgia is the marketing arm of mediocrity. It'll sell you your own suffering dressed as sentiment. So he deletes the pictures, stops returning calls, refuses the reunions. Because if the only reason you're holding on to something is that it once felt good, you're already dead in the present. 8. The old you is a threat to the new you. There's a voice that creeps in when you start rising. Stay humble. Don't forget where you came from. You've changed. That voice isn't humility, it's sabotage. The Sigma doesn't owe his old self anything. That version of him let people walk over him, stayed silent when he should have roared, settled when he should have soared. That version isn't a monument, it's a warning. He doesn't go back to visit, doesn't wear his trauma like a costume. He kills that version with ruthless precision because he knows. Every time you look back at who you were, you risk falling back into it. He doesn't keep relics. No shirts that remind him of that phase. No screenshots. No playlists. Because the old him wasn't a stepping stone, it was dead weight. If you still need pieces of your old self to feel like yourself, you haven't become the new you. You're just dressing the corpse differently. 9. They don't evolve in front of mirrors. While others document the grind, the Sigma disappears into it. He doesn't care about your approval, your likes, or whether the transformation is aesthetic enough for your timeline. He doesn't track his growth with selfies or gym photos. He tracks it with peace, silence, progress only he can measure. Sigma males evolve off camera because true reinvention is sacred. It's raw, it's ugly, and it happens behind closed doors where no one's clapping. You won't hear about it until it's done. And when you do, it won't be because he announced it, it'll be because your version of him no longer exists. By the time the world notices, he's already on to his next metamorphosis. You were watching mirrors. He was building windows into a future you never saw coming. 10. The only legacy they build is forward. Sigma males don't live to be remembered. They live to remain in motion. Legacy to most is a name on a plaque. To the Sigma, it's the energy he left behind. It's the projects, the truths, the sharp edges that changed the room when he entered it, even if no one remembered his face after. He's not chained to legacy. He's too busy building revolutions inside himself. Where others build statues, he builds silence, movements, forces that shift lives, then vanish. When he walks away, he doesn't care if you remember his name. He only cares that the truth he carried still echoes in the space he used to stand in. The Sigma male doesn't care about being remembered. He cares about becoming unforgettable. On a final note, Sigma males don't take routes. They don't follow scripts. They don't do reruns. When they evolve, it's not gradual. It's total. It's surgical. It's permanent. They don't reinvent for applause. They vanish for transformation. So if you ever wonder where he went, understand this. He didn't go anywhere. He just burned the map, and he's not coming back.